Hello friends, it's been so long. It's been too long. I was just at Canadian Tire. Tomorrow I'm going to a Blue Jays game, the first time ever. I should make a little blog about it. I think that'll be fun. But I'm not really into this still. Like, I'm still learning, guys. And to make an actual video, I don't know how to make one. I wanted to come on here because it's been a minute, of course. But also, guys, it's been hard. Like, there's been days that I 100% have cried. Wow, okay. I 100,000% have cried because my skin is having issues. Eczema, for you guys out there that have eczema, you guys know what I mean. It's itchy, it's painful. I haven't really slept. Like, I just want to itch my skin. I haven't really slept last night, and then on Thursday night, yeah, that was yesterday, and then on Wednesday night, no sleep. Like a little bit, yeah, sure, but it's not like you can say that I got full 7 hours of sleep because I just kept waking up. Yeah, I think it's the antibiotics. I keep telling myself is that, look guys, Hamilton is just changing so much. It's so much. I sound like a girly girl. Why am I talking like that? I don't know. Yeah, Hamilton is definitely not what it used to be once, when it was small, less people, less traffic, less stuff going on. Just very low key. Now it's pretty great, I would say. I don't like the traffic though. The traffic part is not my thing. Sorry for the noise. What else? Okay, I wanted to tell you guys this really awesome, cool thing that happened the other day. It was last week. Sorry, couldn't update you guys before. So basically, I went to mass. It was the beginning of the week. Yes, Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't remember which day. And I saw my friend. Shout out to Fiona. Love you, girl. And I was telling her about this conversation that I was having because I kind of like stopped the conversation. Okay, well, I'll develop why I stopped the conversation, but basically I had this conversation with someone about divorce online, Facebook Messenger to be specific. And I was telling her, like, how do I actually, no, wait, never mind, this is totally wrong. It's not that. It's not divorce. The divorce part happened after. She was asking me, maybe I should like stand somewhere so I can just talk because I'm just getting confused. She was asking me about having Sunday Mass as an obligation. Guys, I found it. Great spot. Look at that. Take a picture. Sunday Mass is an obligation, and I didn't know how to answer if Catholic, because to me, I've grown up knowing and perceiving that it was a sin not to go to Mass on Sundays, and it just came like, oh wow, look at that. Sorry guys. Yeah, it just came natural to me, I guess. I don't know, like, don't, like, you have to watch your Sundays and go to Mass. But I think her perspective really, like, kind of made me think twice about it. And yes, she was right, because it says keep the Sabbath day holy, but it doesn't specifically tell you how to keep it holy. Through tradition, we've learned that that is the best way. The holy sacrifice of the Mass is the best way to worship the Lord. But specifically, it never says that you have to go to Mass. She has a good point, but at the same time, it doesn't really hold weight if you were to actually, like, really study it, really, especially in the Catholic Church. And if you want to call yourself a Catholic, obviously, if she wasn't calling, because this person was saying that she's a Catholic and she prays the rosary and she really wants to follow the faith, but there's some things that she just doesn't follow. And I was kind of like making the point that out of her own sake, for being a good Catholic, that she should be able to follow this, especially because it's a gift. Mass is totally a gift. But anyways, the coincidence, or the God incidence, was that I was talking to my friend about this before I knew all this information about going to Mass on Sundays. And crazy enough, she had watched a video the night before on why you should go to Mass on Sundays. What? Like, it just came up in the conversation. I'm like, hey, like, I'm really struggling with this question. And then lo and behold, she was like, you know, watching a video about it the night before. What? How does that happen? God provides. Then I kind of went home. I got the video. My friend sent it to me. I sent it to her. Sorry, I shouldn't have revealed that. But anyways, I sent it to the person that was asking about this, or like was inquiring why it was an obligation to go to Mass on Sundays. And then after I obviously searched up a little bit more on it for my own sake to understand why it's an obligation and why it's the second commandment, right guys? Third commandment. Yes, second commandment. Keep the Sabbath day holy. I know this, I think. I should know this. Another God incidents that happen, and I'm always looking for these because they just make me so happy and it just reminds me of God's presence in my life, was talking about divorce. Because after we talked about keeping the Sabbath day holy, then we ended up talking about divorce. And I think it's good that she brought it up because it's things that I've also struggled with in the Catholic Church, like knowing why someone that has been divorced and wants to be with somebody else can't receive communion. Because, and then I'm still kind of like developing that idea or trying to figure out why. I feel like I know why, but it's really hard to be empathetic to that, especially when you don't have a strong relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. Because if we don't see him as someone that loves us deeply and we see these rules, then we just rush it off and we're like, why are you being so mean on me? When, at least how I've seen it, it's like when somebody gets divorced from their person they were married to, it's kind of like a priest that no longer wants to follow their vocation as a priest. They're still going to be a priest. So the same thing as somebody that gets married again, they're still going to be married to the other person. They can kind of tell themselves that they're not married to the other person, but it's just something that's eternal. It's sacred. And that's why you're not, like, I'm pretty sure the church allows divorce. And if you don't, in a way, cohabitate with somebody else after you get divorced, because that's the only person you're supposed to get married to, you can receive communion. So all these things, this question I haven't answered on Facebook Messenger. I should answer it. I'm still developing. If anybody knows any ideas of how I can answer this is my take on the topic. It's a pretty hard topic. Divorce. Even Moses struggled with it and he allowed it. Harden not your hearts, right? That passage. What is it? Exodus? Genesis? Matthew. The Matthew passage. Harden not your hearts. Do you not remember that in the beginning he made them male and female? Sorry guys, that was gross. Anyway, so yes, so I'm talking about divorce, sorry. And that same day or the next day, I go to Mass and the gospel reading was about divorce. What? So that was definitely very crazy. And the last God incidents, I don't know if I should leave this for another time because this video is already very long. Yeah, right now I don't really remember and I have to go home. But yeah, that's what I can tell you guys. God is so good. And he's always there, even in the word. Like I'm living through something and then bam, like word for word, it's in the gospel. Sorry, that actually was bothering me. So yeah, that's all I had to say today. Hope you guys have a blessed weekend coming up if I upload this by the weekend. If not, God help me. Lord have mercy. Guys, please keep praying for me. I am so happy that all of my other symptoms are still not there. I did have ribs, and I think it was because it was pork ribs. I feel like if I had beef ribs, I wouldn't have that much pain. But I had them on Wednesday, and my stomach was hurting. I also had Brazilian nuts, and my stomach was hurting. So you really gotta watch what you eat. Okay, bye.